out. I know that this isn't the best weathered day that we could have asked for, but I think given this is a perfect venue, so thank you again, Rachel. And again, thank you all for coming out. My name is Megan Outen. I am the chair of the Wicomico Women's Commission. And these are all my members here with me. We are actively looking for more members, so if you are all interested, this is a commission that directly reports to the county executive's office and the county council. We advise on policies and programming that are going to directly help women and girls in our community. So we're always looking for individuals to step up and help us with projects like our Pink Pantry. So I just wanted to say a couple words. I'm going to pass this along to some other individuals who played a really pivotal part in this project. And if everyone can hear me okay, we're good? Okay. This project has been pretty long in the making. I don't know if anyone's aware of just how long we've been talking about the Pink Pantry. The commission as a whole has been maybe talking about this for about a year and a half. And then before that, this really all started when two Salisbury University students decided to write a paper about period poverty here in our county. And I had the chance to read that paper. I was really moved and inspired by kind of the reportings and the work that they did with the local school system to provide some accessibility to our students. And so, I mean, this has really been many years in the making and a lot of coordination between our partners at Reproductive Justice Maryland and the city of Salisbury and the county and Salisbury University. So we're really honestly just honored that this moment has finally happened, that we're going to be not only providing these products to our residents, but in the communities that they live in. So we're really excited. I wanted to really quickly pass it over to Jakia Johnson, who's the Executive Director of Reproductive Justice Maryland. They are the reason why we have this Pink Pantry. They've donated the structure itself. They were our key partner in all of this. So I want to give the floor for you to talk a bit about the work that you all are doing.
Well, we're excited to be here. I'm here with my colleague Sharon Blugis, and we are Reproductive Justice Maryland. And this is something that's really important to us. We've been doing the period pantries for about a year now across the state of Maryland, and this is our first one here on the Eastern Shore, so we're really excited to be in partnership with the Women's Commission. And it's something that may not seem like a big deal on the surface, but it's really important because even if we help one person, we made a difference. And so I just want to thank everybody for being here, for believing in community and mutual aid and supporting each other. And I won't take up too much time, but thank you again.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
And just to add on, for anyone who hasn't seen, we have some information on both Reproductive Justice Maryland and the Commission. And something I want to highlight for those who are kind of asking, why are we having a Pink Pantry here in Wicomico County? We brought up a statistic on one of our flyers that mentions 1 in 8 women here in Wicomico County experience poverty at some point in their life, which means they struggle with access to this care. That number is actually even bigger when you talk about women who've experienced period poverty. I think it was like 1 in 4 women have experienced period poverty at one point in their life. So just wanted to emphasize the impact that we believe that this is going to bring to the community. And to talk maybe a little bit more about this, I wanted to bring Maggie and Leanne to the front. They are the two students who pushed forward this project. They started the Period Power White Paper. And if you guys want to talk a bit about what inspired you all to address this issue in our community. Sure.
My name is Maggie.
My name is Leanne.
And we have a third member too, Abby, and we're the brains behind the Period Power Project. So we were a part of a program at Salisbury University called the Presidential Citizen Scholar Program, where we were tasked with doing a civic engagement project in the community over the course of 3 semesters. We identified the need of increased access to menstrual products in this community, and so we decided to do something about it.
Yeah, and I think the inspiration for this for both of us kind of came within our own experiences. I know growing up, we didn't really talk about periods and menstruation that much in detail. We didn't talk about the different phases of the menstrual cycles, so I was definitely at a loss growing up, and I didn't want it to be a taboo subject for everyone else.
My experience was kind of the opposite. I came from a mom who was overbearing and was really into oversharing. So when I went into high school, I was the resource for a lot of my friends who didn't have the same experience, and so then I just want to continue that through college. And so, yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you, ladies. I'm a graduate of the university, so it's so nice to see some of our students doing projects in our community that are going to have a lasting impact. So I hope you carry all that with you to graduation. And congratulations again on graduating too. And I think with that, I think we're ready to cut the ribbon. I also wanted to do a quick acknowledgement. We do have an elected official here attending. Sorry, Councilman Sharon Tashiel from Salisbury City. Wanted to give you that acknowledgement. And we also have President LaPree in attendance as well, so thank you both. All right, are we ready? All right, 1, 2, 3. Ooh, we got it.
We got it.
Here we go.
Well, one of the things at the Women's Club here, I'm the president of the Wicomico Women's Club, and we've always seen it as an important issue to, of course, help women in the community. And when we heard about this project, Megan actually came and spoke to our club, and she told us what project they were doing. We were planning to collect items anyway and donate them to homeless shelters, so it just seemed a great partnership. When Megan came to tell us what the Women's Commission was doing with the Pink Pantries, we just saw this as a great opportunity to partner with them and give the items that we were collecting anyway to them to help supply the Pink Pantry here.
So many young women need additional help here in our community, and if there's some small way that we can give back with this pantry, I want to do it. This is a community-driven pantry. This is something that the community gets to participate in, and we hope to bring more of these pantries to the community throughout the county. This is hopefully the first of many.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Dr. Cynthia Calix. I'm the Physician Deputy for Wicomico County Health Department. I'm here at this Pink Pantry ribbon cutting event. This is the first Pink Pantry that we have here on the Eastern Shore that's donating products to women of reproductive age that may need products that may not have necessarily access to it. So this is a great community-driven initiative that's starting here at Newton Community Center, and we'll hopefully have more to come.
We've come a long way from back in the day when menstruation was called the curse. Back when gawky teenage boys burgled our purses and held on high a Kotex pad or a forbidden tampon of which it was only said non-virgin could ever wear. The shame was so unbearable and theft so frequent, we had to resort to pinning them to the insides of our skirts. There were no sanitary product dispensers at school, and if the curse did occur outside of home, we had nowhere to turn. However, once while in algebra class, I felt the familiar cramping, and what I was sure would be the reason would show itself on the back of my skirt if I didn't think of something and in a hurry. When the class bell rang, I lingered behind and approached Mrs. Driscoll's desk, with what must have been an expression of desperation. Miss Driscoll, her red scarf always tightly around her neck, it was rumored if it were removed, her head would roll right off. Didn't say a word, but reached into her purse and handed me a pad discreetly wrapped in pink and winked. I don't know whatever became of Mrs. Driscoll, if she ever removed her scarf, but I've never forgotten that gesture of generosity and feeling of solidarity, of inclusion into the sorority of womanhood. After decades, I had the opportunity to play her act of compassion and kindness forward here today with all of you. The Pink Pantry is more than a cupboard of personal products, but a way of saying, we support you. We understand and respect your needs. What young woman could not help but feel solidarity with generations of womanhood, could not help but feel so held and seen. Thank you. So,